Lining a cooking or baking pan with culinary parchment paper instantly creates a non-stick surface. This eliminates the need to grease the pan with butter or oil, which would add fat and calories. And cleanup is easier because nothing sticks to the paper or the pan. Making virtually any type of paper begins with pulp, which is pulverized wood. This parchment paper manufacturer uses eucalyptus because it's a sustainable resource. They mix the pulp with water in a huge industrial mixer. This special recipe of eucalyptus fibers produces tan-colored paper. Once the consistency is just right, they pump the soggy pulp out of the blender and into the next machine, which spreads it evenly across a metal mesh belt. The water drains through the openings in the mesh. By the time the pulp rolls onto the first drum of the next machine, it has formed into a sheet of paper. Sprayers rehydrate what's trimmed off the edges so that it can be recycled. The paper travels through a long line of heated rollers, which squeeze out the remaining water and dry the paper. As the paper exits the machine, a high-resolution scanner looks for imperfections, such as gaps between fibers. Workers also unwind the bolt and conduct a visual inspection against backlighting, marking any defects the scanner might have missed. Next, the bolt undergoes the first of two critical operations which transform this regular paper into culinary parchment paper. First, the sheet passes through two baths in a proprietary water-based solution. This restructures the fibers and draws them more densely together, eliminating air pockets. This renders the paper heat-resistant. After a series of rinses, another long line of heated rollers at the next station squeezes out the rinse water and dries the paper. The next station sprays both sides of the sheet with food-grade silicone, then bakes on this coating in a gas-fired dryer. Silicone withstands heat up to 800 degrees Celsius. So even at the highest cooking temperatures, it remains intact. Create wraps and ships them to other factories, which supply restaurant suppliers and supermarkets. At those factories, machines unwind the bolts, then wind specific lengths of parchment paper onto cardboard tubes. Winding a 50-meter-long roll takes just 3 seconds. This factory also applies its logo to the paper at regular intervals. However, that operation is top secret. The automated packaging equipment tapes down the edge to prevent unraveling, then places and seals the roll in a cardboard box. The machine stamps the box with a lot code so that if a problem arises, the factory can trace the roll back to the large bolt from which it originated.